us to start this shit?
Yeah, bro, you got your ketchup.
I got my ketchup. That's something we can discuss. I have to say something about that here in a second. Cheers. I just got ketchup all over my notebook. That one was worse than normal. I don't know what the fuck just happened, but that one was worse than. Welcome back, everybody, to the Ketchup Podcast, where every week I catch up with my closest friends. I'm your host, Seth Aaron Shoemaker. Join me this week, we have Beau Henniger. Say hi, Beau.
It was good.
And Joel Plagiarism Hopfless. Say what's up.
Hi, guys.
I just took a ketchup shot, and that was, I take a ketchup shot at the top of the show every week. That was awful. I don't know what, you know what it might be? I think I was using like LA tap water beforehand. My girlfriend got me a Brita, and it cleans up the water. I think I didn't have all the gross chemicals in the water to cover up the taste of just straight ketchup. So now I have clean water, and I almost just puked taking that shot.
I'm proud of you. Made it through.
Oh, that was bad.
Nice. Healthy ketchup shot.
I am coming back next weekend, a week and a day tomorrow. I will be back in Kansas, and it just hit me. I don't know if my families will have just ketchup readily available. Am I going to have to bring
have ketchup readily available?
Oh, do you?
Everybody has ketchup readily available.
My dad hates ketchup, and my dad's also the only person who ever cooks in the house. I guess I'm also not probably going to be at my dad's. My grandma's.
I got ketchup. I got it.
Oh, well, I was in. Okay, good to know, because we'll probably run one podcast while I'm with you. But
dude, I'll even do it with you.
You'll do the shot. Oh man, Joel.
Dude, I'll do one. I don't know if they have ketchup there, but I'll find some sort of sauce.
Take like just
He's
take a fucking bite out of a tomato.
A Tapatio shot.
What?
A Tapatio shot.
What's that?
Oh, do you not know what Tapatio is?
It's a hot sauce.
It's the gross alternative to sriracha.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'll take a shot of vodka or something.
Yeah, I've been wondering about that. Make like a little mini Bloody Mary shot. If you bring that up to your,
because I'm legal when I'm over there.
Yeah.
It's technically illegal for me.
Bring that up to your Italian girlfriend's family, and they won't think you're crazy for taking a Bloody Mary shot. Like, as opposed to just asking for ketchup to drink.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Her dad will probably mix me up in a drink anyway.
Cool. So yeah, just ask for a Bloody Mary and then take a shot glass, pour some out, and then Beau and I will just drink ketchup from the bottle or whatever. And that can be our cheers. That's our collective cheers to the end of my quarter, you being in Italy and Beau getting his fucking apartment and like college life started.
Yeah.
What a
big step.
Say again, Joel?
Big steps for us.
Big steps.
We're doing pretty good.
You hear my dog drink, or Liz's dog drinking in the background.
I heard something that like took
Daisy,
over the audio. No, don't have water. Don't have the most like sustainable.
He's gonna jump up on the bed.
Ooh.
Yeah, you know what's crazy?
What's up, Beau?
We've come a long way since the first fucking episode. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We're doing pretty good.
We are doing pretty good. It just hit me. I think I've done this for the entirety of this quarter, and it doesn't feel like we've been doing this. That's funny, Joel. That's a visual gag for people to check out on the Black Metal Productions YouTube page. Go check out the video portion of this podcast on youtube.com/ we don't have a slash yet, but it's Black Metal Productions on YouTube. Link in the podcast description, maybe if I put it there. But I think did we start this podcast before I started my schooling? again for the quarter?
Yes.
I believe so. I was in London, and that would have been early September.
Holy shit. Yeah, because this is like episode 14 and my quarter is only 11 weeks. Holy shit.
14.
Yeah.
We've
That's
done this
impressive.
14 times.
That's impressive.
No way.
100% we've done this for. Well, I think we've had some like gap weeks or something like that where like
Yo, I
Paige
have
had to fill in or what's up, Beau?
I have something that I think that the viewers and you guys would like to know. I've shit 10 times a day.
What is wrong with you? Beau, you text me that like, didn't you bring that up in the group chat? You shit like 6 times a day regularly.
At least 6 times.
I don't think
it's like an average of 6 times.
Are you okay?
I'm pretty sure. I think I just have a really healthy bowel system.
I really don't see an issue with that. I think it's when you're not pooping, that's an issue.
When you're not pooping, that's an issue. But 6 times, 10 times, 10
See,
times.
I have the opposite of an issue.
I don't know. Okay, hold on. I have to challenge this.
I shit a lot.
This is something that Joel and I were looking at.
Why were you looking at fucking ice cream?
It's not ice cream. We were looking at frozen pizzas. Let's actually look at that real quick.
Ice cream is my natural, what do you call it? Constipation.
Oh yeah, ice cream and coffee. Yeah. Oh, the Oreo espresso shake. Did we all shit after that? I did.
Coffee is basically your guys' suppository.
Yes, correct. Joel, those are the other pizzas I was going to show you earlier, but now I won't. But go.
What's it called again? The brand?
Private Selection. It's a Kroger brand.
Not bad.
You can get them in Target. I just wanted to Google this real quick.
Why do I poop so much?
Is it liquidy or are they solid shits?
No, they're solid.
Why do I poop so much? One is diet. Maybe you do have a exercise, too much coffee, So are you stressing and exercising and dieting?
I'm exercising.
Do you have celiac disease?
I don't know what the fuck that is, so I'm gonna say no.
Do you have IBS?
Irritable bowel syndrome. No, I don't think so.
You suffer from moderate to severe Crohn's disease?
Yes, that's exactly what I have.
You have anal fistula?
Yes.
I had an anal fissure, and sometimes I bleed when I shit. What do you say, Joel?
I'm pretty sure I'm just healthy, guys. Like, plus, really, I don't even eat that much. So,
see, that's concerning. You don't eat that much, and you're shitting 10 times a day.
Yeah, like when I work, I eat like maybe 1 square meal a day.
Damn.
That's when I'm like working, but like when I have like an actual day off or something, then I'm actually eating. But
I'm trying to remember the last time I shit. Did I even I don't know if I shit today. I shit this morning. Yeah, I shit this morning. I probably should be shitting now because after the studio today, do you guys know of the LA street dog, like the classic LA street dog?
Oh, is it Swagger Man?
What the fuck are you saying? Swagger Man?
The fucking the husky with the pink ears.
Oh, it's not a brand. Is there a brand called Swagger Man?
No, there's a dog.
Like the Target dog?
No, look him up.
All right, let me look him up. I looked up Swagger Man, and the first thing that came up is Man Swagger on Urban Dictionary.
SWAGR.
Oh, that's the real Swagger.
And there's no there it is.
Oh, I've seen this dog before. Why was that supposed to be a quick joke? Because I was talking about hot dogs.
Oh no, you said a LA dog, and I just thought of him because he's a dog in LA and he's famous.
Oh, I think I said LA street dogs.
Yeah.
What I meant by that.
You should have said street hot dogs.
Sorry, my apologies.
You should have specified more.
What
I
I'm
agree with Bill.
Oh, were you also confused, Joel? Fuck. Okay.
Yeah.
Street
I thought
dog.
Street Dogs was like some sort of gang or something.
They have these. There's like they have like little stands outside on Hollywood Boulevard all the time. They've always looked so fucking good. Let me see if I can bring up the exact like vibe of it. I've always wanted to. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Maybe you guys are all right. Maybe I should say hot dog. Fuck. No. Oh, yeah. Yeah. They have tiny little stands that just like one person will work at, but it's like a pile of like onions and peppers and cilantro.
That
And
looks good, dude.
I've always wanted to try one of those. And my drummer, he was going to buy me lunch, but he had to get to something in Pasadena like in 30 minutes. So instead, he bought us one of these that I've been wanting to try for fucking forever. They are so good. Oh, by the way, ours were bacon wrapped hot dogs with like grilled onions and peppers. And like they put like they put like a white sauce on. I don't know if it was mayo, but like something that resembled mayo and some like avocado sauce on top of it too. It was fucking good. Joel and Beau, if you both ever make it out here, we have to try one of those.
I'll be out there
Oh,
next
shit.
week. See you
Next
then.
week. Cool.
Yeah, I'll see you then.
You'll be out here next week when I'm flying back.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
The awkward one. I better cancel that flight.
Hard bummer. Yeah, that's
The
what
hot take.
it's a hot take. That's what I've been
Yo.
experiencing in life. Beau, what's up?
What the fuck is Joel? What are you doing, guy?
Balancing a fork in my teeth.
How are you doing that? Is it in your teeth or are you just balancing it? I'm actually confused. I didn't give a shit until you said something, Beau. Do it again. Can you break this down for us?
How do you do that?
Okay. My teeth. Oh.
So it's legitimately just balancing. Are you holding it with your lip, you dickhead?
No.
What is happening?
Okay. Are you ready?
Why is it like move forward?
Hmm?
It like tilts forward. Every time you release it, it like tilts closer to your face.
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing, and I won't tell you guys.
Bro, he probably puts the like prongs like around his teeth and shit.
Oh, that's not a bad idea.
No, it's a clear fork. You can't see anything.
You know what? He's got a point. He's a little trickster. Man, you can make it on Hollywood Boulevard as some bullshit act and make $5 off of poor tourists.
$5 a day at least.
Well, I'm saying like the stupid tourists who like pay attention to you for like 5 minutes for whatever you're doing. You can
You
suck
can
their
always
money
tell
out of.
who's a tourist and who's a local, because the locals don't give two craps.
No, I've seen all the fucking bullshit acts like 20 times at this point, and it's all bad. And that's all. Man, I saw a really bad guitarist and like drummer group the other day, and I was walking back. This one must have been a week ago. I was with David. Maybe it was this Monday. And I looked at him and was like, man, don't ever let us become that. It was depressing. I think they had both done like a little bit of at least meth or something prior to doing it. And they were vibing. They were having fun, but it was not good music. Yeah.
Hey man,
As a guy who
as long as
plays
you're
death.
having fun, their best is all that is asked, okay?
That's
They
fair.
did their best. They did their best. Here we go.
Yeah.
Nice. Good.
So by the time people are watching this, I believe the Face Jam episode will be out. And just to give some updates on that, Beau and I both got violently ill the night, like that night and the next morning after consuming that food.
No, I was absolutely fucking finished. I was dead.
Do you think it was food poisoning?
I don't
felt
know. I've never had food poisoning, so I don't know.
Joel, did you say something?
I felt absolutely amazing.
You're a bitch.
That's because you have the fucking stomach of an iron golem.
I chew my fingernails, so I'm pretty much immune to everything.
Was that a Minecraft joke? Same.
Yeah, it was.
No, odd reference to throw in there.
I play
give you a little bit of
Minecraft. Okay.
cool kids only. Beau, have you seen that Cyberpunk dropped?
Yes.
Does that look good to you?
Yes.
Did
10
you
out of
see
10.
did you see the penis glitch? Did you see the dick glitch?
Yes.
Joel, do you want to see this glitch in this new video game that came out that was supposed to be huge, but in like the character creator, I guess you can give your character a bigger or smaller dick. And everyone is always giving them like the hugest dick possible, obviously. But there's a glitch in the game where every now and then, like the dick pokes through, like the dick phases through the shorts while you're just like chilling and walking down the street. So like it'll look like you're just like your buttoned still, but your zipper is undone and your dick is just hanging out of your.
I'll take your word for it.
You don't want to see an animated dick? It's just an animated dick. You've seen my dick before.
That's true. Okay.
Beau, don't look confused. We used to work out together and also did middle school football. Joel has seen my middle school dick.
Actually, in middle school, it was just your testicle.
Yeah,
You're right.
No, but we haven't even said that story yet.
Okay, that's awkward then. I thought we have.
No, we have. And I'm not going to clarify that. That's a story for another time. Joel's seen my.
Leave him wondering.
Yeah, leave him wondering. Joel's seen my testicle, and just one of them at a time.
Oh.
And that's that. I'm fine.
He had to make his way around the bases. That was just first base.
Yeah. Let me look up the Cyberpunk.
First base is testicle.
One testicle.
Yeah.
Just one of them. And then second base is two testicles. Third base,
Both of them at the same time.
And then, home run. That's when you see the bat, the balls.
The bat, the balls.
The bat, balls, freaking the whole 9 yards.
That is why you're going to college right there.
Why?
That was a very good analogy.
Thank you.
Whoa, you can do analogies. You can do anything. That's what they say.
It's because I'm a man. Doing man shit.
That is correct. This isn't the best representation of this, but Joel, guard your eyes if you really don't want to see this penis, this cyberpunk animated penis. That'll just happen sometimes.
Okay. What is Cyberpunk, though?
It's this, I don't really know, but it's this game. I think Keanu Reeves is in it. This game that's been having hype for what feels like the last 3 years. And it was supposed to be a huge game like when it dropped, but it's been having a bunch of like launch issues and a bunch of weird glitches and bugs.
It's just been being pushed back, yada yada, and then it finally dropped. It's kind of like it's like a world explorer. It's kind of like Grand Theft Auto, but first person.
Huh.
That's a solid probably way of explaining.
I thought Grand Theft Auto was first person.
It can be. The fifth one can be.
Oh, that's all I played.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, actually, when the fifth one came out, it did not have first person until like 2 years into the game being alive, and then they like edited it and made an update that you could go first person in the game.
Huh.
I
know that.
Yeah, but I really prefer to not play that game first person. It feels fucking weird. Any Rockstar game in first person, it doesn't feel right. Have you played first person GTA, Beau?
No, I played third person GTA.
Yeah, first person feels weird.
It's because
It's
the
odd.
GTA is meant to be third person. I can't do it. Like,
Mhm.
Wait, what's third person like?
what?
What's third
Like,
person like?
Like compared to first person?
Like first person, you're not like seeing your body and everything like that. Whereas third person is like,
That's the version I play.
yeah,
That's
like third
that's
person is
third.
when you're like it's like a drone behind you and you can see your whole character. And
Oh, okay. I'm used to third person then.
yeah, no,
I
first
didn't
person is where you're like
In the eyes.
it's basically like you're in their body.
That is why I like Fortnite better than any other Call of Duty game.
COD.
Because I can see everything around everything around my person rather than just looking through the eyes.
Right.
Let me send you COD Mobile. Beau and I used to play it, and the Battle Royale mode does have a like over the shoulder view, and it is pretty fun. But also, didn't you say you're a pussy and that you don't like how real Call of Duty looks and feels and plays?
I like the animated part of the graphics.
Yeah, you like Fortnite because it's like cartoony.
Yeah, and the third person view is a big thing as well on that.
Oh, I think they are bringing 2 Walking Dead characters to fucking Fortnite. Also, the Master Chief, which is like the only reason I give a shit about Xbox anymore. Halo games.
Oh, Halo. Dude, I remember when like watching Alex.
Was he a big Halo guy?
I don't know. I remember going over to his house and he would play it, and it would just be like, I don't know what him and Aaron. Like I don't. They'd be playing games. I don't know what the heck they were doing, but it was fun to watch them. They looked like they were good.
I did that a few times with them. Beau, did you ever do that with Aaron and Paul?
Hey, do you want some chain making game? Grilled cheese and fries. No, okay.
No, I didn't play GTA.
Shit, son.
Yeah.
We weren't even talking about GTA. I asked.
What you say?
I love how that's your cover of trying to get back into the conversation. No, I didn't even play GTA. Did you ever like hang out with Paul and Aaron at their?
Oh, Aaron and yeah, all the time.
Yeah, I saw a video the other day of I think Ethan posted it on his story or something like that. And I'm in the video. This happened. You were probably in it too, Beau. They made like a ramp out of bricks out behind the shop. And I helped like Potter and Ethan make this. And I think it was when Ethan had his little moped thing. Am I thinking of the right thing?
Yeah, when he had his moped. Yeah.
Yeah. And we built him a ramp so he could take it off the ramp and down like there, you know how there's that massive hill at the bottom of like about behind the shop. So he took it off the ramp and like started trying to like glide down the hill, but he immediately ate shit when he got off the ramp.
Me and Paul, we built a big old ramp in this backyard. Well, his dad helped with the skid steer, but we'd put like little steps in the snow, and it would take us down. Well, then we went to the pool hill and took the snowboards down there. And so that was pretty fun. One time I took a sled though, and it wasn't like a flat bottom sled. It was like with the 2 rails.
Mm.
And I didn't put it together that those rails push through the snow. And so I'm going down head first on this thing, and it hits the ramp. And of course it didn't glide up. It just stuck on the ramp.
Oh, fuck.
It hurts so bad, man.
Ow.
But I lived to tell the tale.
And
I never got on one of those sleds since then.
Did either of you guys ever have to get initiated by Aaron and Walker or Aaron and Paul or anything like that?
No.
I wonder if that was just them bullying me specifically, and they never did it to anyone else, but they talked it up like it was this whole process. They had airsoft and BB guns. What's up?
We played a lot of those. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, no, my thing was to get initiated. This was probably in fucking middle school. Dumb kids doing what dumb kids did. We were just like inside their house, inside of Aaron's room. Do you remember Aaron's old room? Like that small one on like the north side of the house. And him and Walker just unloaded into my back and into my ass with airsoft guns from like a close range. And it left like some like, you know how hard like an airsoft gun can hit.
Yeah.
It definitely left like open wounds and welts and whatnot. And then after that, we got in his little, I don't know what it was, like a Ranger type thing, like a little 2-seater thing with a tiny.
Oh, the Kubota.
Yeah, the Kubota. And he has he has a field south of his house that's full of terraces. So him and Walker were up in the front seat, and I decided to get in the back, get in the bed, and we went out and we just started ramping terraces in the Kubota. I had landed on my back so hard. I don't know, on my sleeves up so hard. There was probably a bruise about that big on my back, like right where my ribs are down here, from slamming back down into the bed of the Kubota after we ramped a terrace. It fucking hurt.
Bro, I did that same shit with all of them. Like, with me, him, and Austin.
Oh, didn't Austin?
I think you might have been there.
I don't think I've been with Aaron and Austin together, but didn't Austin used to like ramp that one hill in golf?
Yeah,
like him and
you remember
Aaron.
his golf cart?
I kind of do.
Bro, he had a golf cart, and Aaron was in golf for a while, and we were just riding around, all three of us. I was in the middle, and Aaron's on one side, right? And you know that big ass hill in golf?
Yes.
Well, there's an even bigger one that's just fully gravel. Like, it's just fully gravel. And Austin goes full blast, pedal to the metal on that freaking hill. Aaron's like screaming down the hill. Dude, that thing is going fast. And then we don't have anything but a creek at the end of that fucking
Holy
hill.
shit.
Bro, the amount of fear I felt on a golf cart has never been more. I almost died.
That reminded me of another thing Aaron and I did in his Kubota. You know that massive hill to, what is that, the west of his house?
Yeah.
It's just like super muddy. No one ever wants to go up it. It's like never maintained. But it's a massive hill. So we took the Kubota up it. And then eventually it like flattens out, right? So we took it down like the flattened part a little bit, turned around. He went full speed down that like flat stretch. And then as soon as that massive hill started dip, he put the Kubota in neutral and took his like feet off the pedals and just let like gravity take us down. And we accelerated so fucking much, and like the Kubota started like shaking around. I thought we were gonna like fishtail and flip and crash the fucking thing. But it was a lot of fun. I miss doing like dumb shit like that. I miss doing dumb shit. I feel like I'm too much of an adult to do dumb shit like that now.
Now we're just grown.
So go ahead, Beau.
Now we're just grown. We don't do nothing like that.
No more fun. Like, we used to have a go-kart, and this was back. You remember my house on 5th Street, right? Across from the church.
Yeah.
Was it next to? Oh yes, yeah. Duh.
Next to Sophie's. Well, before that house, we used to live on 4th Street, next to the Hardenbergers, and we had a go-kart, and me and Colton were riding around on that. And there was a wedding reception that was going on. And of course, the cars are all over in the church parking lot, whatever. Well, we knew my cousins were there. So Colton wanted to stop in and say hi to them and show them the go-kart. And you setting the timer, Seth?
Yep.
Okay. But yeah, Colton wanted to go in and show them the timer, or the timer, the go-kart. I was left outside, and I'm like, dude, I'm going to get in this go-kart and I'm going to just drive it away. and well, because he was so excited to show them that we got this go-kart up and running. Well, of course, I had to, it was a pull start, and the engine was on the back, so I pull started it, and it started, but it freaking took off, and we went in a parking lot, and I'm running behind it, and it's going in a circle, and I couldn't keep up with it, so I waited until it was coming back around, and I jumped in. Well, I grabbed the steering wheel, and
Holy shit.
and I pressed on the brake, and I turned, and I slammed right into the wheel of a car.
Oh, shit.
Red line, because the go-kart was red. And this older couple was outside, and they asked if anything happened, because they saw the whole thing happen. And I said, no, that was there before. And the red line. And so I just left. I didn't even...
You want to know deep... Okay, this is good for the podcast. I gotta tell this. It's not that deep, but it's something I had to cover my ass for that I don't think anyone knows. Yeah, I'll say it on the podcast. Before I had a car, before I could drive, before I had a permit, like I was still like driving around on the farm. I've been driving since I was 7, right? And that's just how like farm people live. Anyway, I don't know. We had like calves or no, they were full grown cattle in like some pasture somewhere, and I had to go and feed them. Lucy, my sister, Lucy and I were supposed to like be doing them all for 1 week. Maybe someone was out of town and they couldn't do it. Anyway, Lucy just didn't feel like doing it one day. So she gave me the keys to her car to go do it on my own. And do either of you guys remember her old red like Oldsmobile, like 1999?
Oh, yes, I do.
Faintly.
Do you guys remember when it just disappeared someday?
No, I never paid. I don't know.
Didn't really pay attention that much.
So I went down to feed the cattle, and I got the job done. And then on my way back, there was a open stretch of just like flat land, and I was like, "Fuck! I'm never in the car by myself. Why don't I test this old bitch out and see what I can get her to?" So let me like show you where like this is kind of like how the hill was. It kind of came up, flattened out a little bit, and then went down pretty quick, but it wasn't steep or anything. So at like when I was hitting the top of it, I decided to just fucking floor it. And in a few seconds, that Oldsmobile got up there pretty quick. I probably got up to like 55, 60 in a few seconds. But for those who don't know about farm living and country living, most of the roads we're on around here are gravel roads with loose rock. And so loose rock under your tires when you're going 0 to 60 in an Oldsmobile, in a 1990 Oldsmobile, didn't treat me so well. So I felt myself starting to lose control, and I was fishtailing, and I went off, and I went into the ditch. I slammed into a fence post, and like barbed wire scraped like all along the side of it. And then I tried to correct and get back on the road because I was still going like pretty fast when that happened. So I slammed into it, went back on the road. I had overcorrected. I went into the other ditch, fishtailed in it, and then finally stopped. And then I sat there for a few seconds. I just took a fucking breather, and just to like get my shit together. And I was like, oh fuck, what am I going to do with it? And at this point I'm already like making up stories.
Coming up with stories.
Yes. So and unbeknownst to me at this point, although I should have probably figured it out when the car was driving like this, 2 of the tires were flat. So I took the car home, like the rest of the 5-minute drive that it would have taken to Lucy. I came into the house panicked, and I said, someone at the intersection ran into me, rolled down his window, and said, sorry about that, I gotta get to work. And he kept on driving. That was my story. From there,
You have to call police.
we got the police involved.
Oh my god.
I said it happened at a different intersection than where it actually happened in. And so then I had to continue to make up like a story and more of an excuse. So luckily enough, my tire tracks were at that intersection still. And so I said that those were the tire tracks of what happened. There was conveniently like someone had like spun out there. And so all of the tire tracks made it look possible for what happened, and that I was in the right and the other guy was in the wrong. I made it look like someone was speeding along and just like T-boned me because he didn't see the intersection. So the police are there. We're investigating this whole thing. There's also conveniently like a piece of plastic that looks like it could have been like the trim on the side of the Oldsmobile car. So everything was lining up for my story just so beautifully conveniently. But then at some point we had, like, after that was all figured out, I had that fence post I had hit happened right in front of someone's house, and that it was their property. And so after we had the police all over and, figured out, we went back to the house. That person drove to our place and talked to me privately about him seeing what I did. And after that all, I told Lucy, oh yeah, after I got hit at the top of that hill, my tire just went out, and I fucking came down into that ditch. I was going like a normal speed, like 35 miles per hour, and it came down.
I had to throw that in there. Yeah, I was going an absolute
and I just, went off into that ditch and scraped up that post. No big deal after being hit by a car, right? Yeah. So eventually we had to fix that post too. Like me and my dad went out and fixed it. But I think the guy who witnessed it knew exactly what was going on. Not that I had gotten T-boned 20 minutes earlier, but there was like an ongoing investigation for like a month and a half after that, trying to find the dude. I had to give like a character description, and you know who I based it off of, Beau? I based it off of someone who looked vaguely like Junior. and that's all I could. Yeah, in a truck. And I told them which direction they went. They thought he worked at the casino, so they continued to like check the casino for like the next month and a half to see if they saw anyone with traded red paint on their cars. No luck. The case dropped.
Bro, I literally cannot stop picturing an old farmer T-boning a fucking small kid, getting out of his truck, going up to the kid in the window and be like, sorry about that, I gotta get to work.
I think I also claimed that the person looked drunk. I think that was also in my story. How old was I? Is that what you asked?
Yeah.
It was before I had a permit, so I don't know. I could have been like 12 or something.
Isn't it funny how we just like automatically come up with stories?
Yes, just to cover your asses.
You are like...
I was so lucky.
Amazing.
I was so lucky. And I feel like it's been like enough time that I can talk about this, but definitely if my sister ever saw this, she is going to be pissed off. Because I just decided to floor it. Oh, that's the other thing I forgot to mention. Since I didn't have my permit, Lucy had to pretend to the cops that she was the one driving, and she experienced this as well. She had to make that up so that the
So
cops
she
didn't.
knows that you were lying then.
No, she didn't know I was lying. I made up this story to
Oh,
tell to
okay,
her.
okay.
And then we
Yeah.
had to get the cops involved, et cetera, et cetera. I was a piece of shit when I was 12. That's the story.
Oh my gosh.
Do any of you guys have anything like that?
I'm trying to think. I've done some stupid stuff.
No, nothing like that.
Nothing quite. I mean, the only thing similar would be the go-kart, but I did kind of a miraculous story actually. This was senior year. It was a Friday. I was going to be going down to mom's that weekend from dad's, which is like 2.5 hours for those that don't know. And it started snowing that day, and the games got canceled. The games were canceled before the snow even hit because it was supposed to be a lot. And I get home after school. My dad's like, "Hey, you might want to think about rotating your tires." Or no, I was going to leave the next morning, and I started rotating my tires and changing my brake pads. Luckily, I changed my brake pads. Everything was good. But it started snowing while I was doing that, and Dad's like, "Hey, you just go ahead and head on down because there's going to be too much snow. They're not going to have the roads cleared tomorrow." And I'm like, "Okay." So I go to going, and by the time I get to Holton and I get to the 4-lane, it's 1-lane traffic. I mean, we're going 40 miles per hour when the speed limit's 70. And it's 1 lane, like, the other lane's not even been, it doesn't look like anybody's been driving in it. So it's slow going. I called mom, told her what was going on. Then she got online and said the snow should be good when I got to Topeka. And I'm like, okay, so I can get to Topeka in the city limits, and it's doing better. It's still snowing, but it's like a slushy type snow in some areas. And the exit, like 29th on the south end of kind of. Okay, so we're going, and it's like it's 2-lane traffic, but we're going the speed limits. A lot of people go like 70, and we're going probably 50, 45 or 50. I'm in the left lane, and all of a sudden, I just start drifting over, and as soon as my tire hits kind of the gravel on the side, I just start spinning, and there's cars all around me. I'm spinning and spinning and spinning, and I end up going into the grassy median, and I go up the bank, and there's the other 2 lanes of traffic. I go up the bank, and I come back down, and of course I'm thinking I'm just gonna get smacked, and I come back down, almost hit the guardrail because there's 29th right there. And I'm facing the opposite direction, and my car's still running. Like, of course, I crap my pants right there. And I'm like, okay, I don't want to get out right here. My car was still running. I'm like, even if I have a flat tire, there's nothing I can do about it here. The first thing I thought about doing was calling, I don't know why I thought about calling the police. But,
Joel, I have something to.
I thought I was going to have to get towed or something out of this ditch. And I'm like, yeah, I'm just going to try to get out of it. I go to put it in drive, and I hear a knock on my window, and that scared me because I didn't see anybody else stop. And it was a lady, and she's like, "Hey, do you think?" Or asked me if I was okay. She seemed like college age, and I go, "Well, I'm fine." I'm like, "I don't know about my car, but I was just going to check it here pretty soon." And she's like, "Well, don't you want to check it now?" So I'm like, "Okay." So I get out. Everything's fine. My bumper's kind of bent and screwed up. Tires are all aired up. So I'm like, okay, well, I'm just going to get back on. She told me I could take the exit on 29th and find a spot to check everything out. So that's what I did. Then when that happened, there were no cars on the road. So I just quickly pulled a UE, got down. I pull into the parking lot, and I hear this like bone crunching sound. It was disgusting. I'm like, oh my gosh. Something's bad. And I was going to pull off my bumper in that parking lot because it was barely hanging on. And turns out pulling into the driveway broke it off for me. So I in my trunk. I didn't even tell Dad. I don't know if Dad knows about it still. I didn't call Mom and tell her because I didn't want her worrying about me. And just went on my way. That was scary. Like in the middle of Topeka, I'm just spinning in the middle of everybody.
Joel, I have something to add to that story.
Go for it.
You know who you did call instead of the police? You called me. I was living.
I called you.
If you didn't call me, you texted me because I remember when this happened. This was just like last year sometime, right?
It was senior year.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so
You were in Topeka.
Senior year, I was in Topeka. Yeah, so like 2 years
Yes,
ago.
it
or
was
something.
second semester.
You called me because I lived in Topeka, and you were like trying to figure out someone who could help. And
I called you. I don't even remember.
I think you texted me. I'm saying called, but I think you texted me, and you you were like, I'm gonna try and figure this out myself, but if I can't, can you come and help me out? And then I just never heard from you again that night. Like I said yes, and I just never heard from you again. I was like, hope you're good, buddy.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
No, because I 100% remember you texting me or something and being like,
We've always had each other's back.
yo, I just spun out in a median outside of Topeka, dude. I was like, okay, do you want me to help? What's happening?
Bro, okay, so you know those you know when we used to go to like Sonic after musicals and plays and all that stuff?
Yeah, go with this story, Beau.
All right, you know this story, Seth?
I think I know exactly what you're about to say.
So like I'm with like, okay, so I'm not gonna like last names, but I'm with Ashley, Tanner, Myrna, Seth, all of them, and we don't go
Different
to
Seth.
Sonic. We go to Taco Bell, right? And you know that big like divot, like that big rock bottom divot that's
Between
like right there
Taco
beside
Bell
it,
and Walmart.
like that's right there beside it. Okay, so I get my Taco Bell. I'm feeling good. I got a Baja Blast. I got like a $5 box, and I got Tanner and Ashley and my old S10, if you remember that. Were you there for that?
Okay, I remember that.
Yeah, my old like black S10, 1999. Good truck, right? So I'm pulling out, and as I'm pulling out, my door opens on the highway. Like my driver's side door opens. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna reach out and close it. But while I'm closing it, my fucking hand wants to go like this, and I'm like turning, and we go right down into the divot, right down to the rock bottom, and I hit it like hard, but then I just stomp on the pedal and I go right back up and pull in behind Seth and Myrna. And then I act like nothing happens. Tanner's looking at me, Baja Blast all over his lap. Ashley's looking at me like, what the fuck just happened? And then we just pull out, go into Walmart and grab a basketball and act like nothing happened at all. I don't think my mom and dad know about this. I hope they don't watch this, because neither of them know about it. I'm pretty sure Seth is the only person I've ever told about that. That was a freaking wild experience. Turns out I broke like 3 grounds hitting that rock bottom, and then, you know, ended up fucking the whole engine up. So that's how that one worked, and that's why I don't have the S10 anymore.
That's a steep hill. I'm trying to figure out how the fuck you backed up out of that.
Listen, I didn't stop. I
How?
went, and then I stomped on the gas, and I was just going. I went boom, boom.
Well, that was before the new Taco Bell.
Yeah, that was the old one. That was like my
before the new Walmart.
No, the new Walmart was there. Yeah, it was my junior year, I think.
I'm trying to picture where behind the Walmart or behind Taco Bell.
Like right there beside the highway.
See, that's steep, right, Joel?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's that hill.
That's insane. That's insane that happened to you, Beau.
Yeah, dude, it was pretty nice, pretty gnarly.
Fuck. Well, now we all have a car crash. That makes me feel better about 12-year-old me who fucked up once.
Nothing tops that. Don't feel good about yourself.
You should still feel pretty bad about that.
Look, and not to jinx myself, I'm knocking on wood. Hopefully this IKEA wood is real. I haven't been in a car crash since. That's been my fault. I've been in like my dad's hit a deer or something like that kind of shit.
Yeah.
Or like my friends being stupid and backed out into someone in a parking lot. I've been in those, but I've not crashed since that one experience. And I think that experience probably made me like take driving a little more seriously. However, I am saying I was 12. You two, this happened like a year and a half ago too. So
Mine happened like 4 years ago, buddy.
it wasn't that long. No way it was that long.
Junior in high school? Dude, he's a junior in college now. That's 4 years.
It's easily 4 years.
Isn't that sad?
Fuck.
Junior year in high school for us was like 3 years ago.
It doesn't feel like it's been. Here's the thing. I know I've talked about this before. I got out of high school early, started college. I haven't stopped since. And it feel like I have no like conceptualization of how much time has passed since then.
It's crazy for me. I can't imagine for you, and yours was kind of wacko.
Mine was very wacko. Yeah. Leaving high school early, getting gen eds done before anyone else started like real college, and then moving out into California as other people are starting college, as all my other friends are starting their like first semesters of college. Anyway, so the timer went off in the middle of all that, and that means, Mr. Joel, that we are running into right now the Florida dad joke on this day in history. Did I get it right that time? Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Joke on this day in history.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Look. Nothing.
Stop.
Okay. So I sent you a picture.
I can open up that later because I still
That
haven't
video?
looked at it. Yeah.
Okay, so Amal and Juan are two identical twins. Okay, but their mom only carries one picture in her wallet, like one of the baby pictures in her wallet. Because if you've seen one, you've seen them all.
God damn it.
You still don't get last week's joke, do you?
Can you say it again to me?
Okay, so
I think I get it. I just don't think it's funny.
lunch break. How do you not think it's funny? I thought it was hilarious.
Go ahead.
Okay, so the boss comes up to the employee. He's like, where the hell have you been? I've been looking all over for you all morning long. I've been looking for you. And like leans back in his chair and says, good employees are hard to find.
So yeah, I get it that this individual was slacking and like not at work or around. And the double entendre also being that it's hard to find a good employee in general.
Yeah.
Is that what the joke is?
Yeah.
Ha ha!
Like, you know what they say, good employees are hard to find.
Okay. No, I think I
don't get
got
how
that.
You don't think that's funny.
Yeah.
I'm not trashing your sense of humor. Just for some reason, that one in specific didn't hit me as a joke.
Let's see.
All right, this is the next one, Joel. I don't know. It was just weird.
What do you call a line of men waiting to get haircuts?
Try to get this, Beau. Don't just say I don't know.
I'm trying right now.
I'm thinking. Phil.
What's a line of men?
A line of men waiting to get a haircut.
A line of men waiting to get haircuts. It's like a joke.
No phones. No phones allowed.
She doesn't know either.
I think I'm stumped. I hate to have nothing to say here, but I think I'm stumped. Go ahead.
A barbecue.
A line of men? Oh, barber.
Barbecue.
Like a barbecue, but barbecue.
Well, not even like a barbecue, but like a queue of.
Like QUEU.
Yeah. Queue of people trying to get into a barber. Oh, see, it's more like complex than you thought, Beau.
Yeah. Hey, ask your friend, Beau. What do you call a dog that does magic?
Beau also has news.
Oh, what do you call a dog that does magic? A labracadabrador.
Oh shit! I forgot about that one. You sent us that in the group chat. But keep going with your thing, Joel. I'm gonna send you something in the chat, Beau.
Okay. I just saw my wife trip over and drop a basket of clothes she just ironed. I watched it all unfold.
Funny, solid. I'll take it.
When I moved into my new igloo, my friends threw me a surprise housewarming party. Now I'm homeless.
Wait, say that one again.
When I moved into my new igloo, my friends threw me a surprise housewarming party. Now I'm homeless.
Because they warmed up the house too much,
Yeah.
like with a fire,
Okay.
you
think too much.
like with fucking Linda Blair's husband. Uh-oh. Not funny. I see you holding back a laugh.
Roasted turkey.
Go ahead.
Nothing. I was feeling depressed, so my wife put her hand on my shoulder and said, "Earth." That meant the world to me.
God damn it.
Yeah, I'll end on that one.
Okay, cool.
But okay, so now it's on to, you know what it is.
Florida man.
Florida man. Yeah.
So on this day, something the crime didn't happen on this day. The guy just got cleared. Deputy on this day, I think this was in 2018. Deputy cleared for shooting a naked man armed with a crossbow who claimed aliens were after him.
Yeah, no, those kind of people need to be put down.
Yeah.
Did I hear one of you fart, bro?
That was
me.
Oh, nice.
A Santa Rosa County Sheriff's Office deputy has been cleared of wrongdoing after he shot and wounded a naked man who aimed a crossbow at him and other deputies as he attempted to arrest the man for barricading himself inside the house. The Sheriff's Office deputies received a 911 call on October 20th from a man who said his son, a 26-year-old Glenn Phillips, was under the influence of narcotics and had threatened to shoot him at his home, according to a Florida Department of Law Enforcement report. The father arranged to meet deputies at a convenience store but never appeared. The father called 911 again and said that his son had locked himself in their home on Highway 4 in J, wherever J's at, and wouldn't let him inside. Then he threatened to shoot him with a crossbow.
Fuck.
Yeah, that's pretty. He's just pretty high.
Got those Florida man bath salts, man.
Yeah.
Out here
and
races and shit.
This day in history is very not cool.
Oh,
Yeah.
nothing.
How do you do bath salts?
How do you do that? Oh,
Do you snort them?
I have no
You
idea.
snort them, you just crush them up and snort them? That sounds absolutely horrible.
Well, I mean, you do that with Coke.
One time I snorted saltine crackers just to say I did it. And I was in elementary school and we got snacks. I'd crush them up in my hand and snort saltine crackers.
Have you guys? Okay, Joel, I want finish your thing because I have something to ask you guys.
I snort pre-workout.
I don't doubt that.
But that could also kill you. But
I still do it.
Okay, well, you're gonna die. In 1770, British soldiers responsible for the Boston Massacre are acquitted on murder charges. The first one that pops up is something about George Washington delivers ultimatum to the French forces. It is very boring. Italian inventor Guglielmo Marconi receives the first transatlantic radio transmission in St. John's, Newfoundland.
I've learned about him in one of my classes, the evolution of audio class. I've heard that.
That would be him, yes. In 1927, communist forces seized Canton, China. This is whenever they started taking hold. They started in Russia, and the Russian Revolution and the Bolsheviks. Then China got a hold of it. They saw what was going on, so then created the Communist Party in China. Now it's the People's Republic of China, but it's still communist, basically. Spanish Civil War begins as rebels take a border town. There's really not.
Today's day is fucking boring.
So you guys want
Kenya became a republic in 1964. So congratulations.
Good job,
to
Kenya. Round of applause to Kenya. Everyone.
Proud of you guys.
Go Kenya.
Go Kenya.
The Russian Federation becomes independent from the USSR. Congratulations, Russia Federation, and congratulations to you, Vladimir Putin.
Oh.
Because now you've been in control ever since. In a democracy. That's proud of you.
Yeah, democracy.
Frank Sinatra was born on this day.
Oh,
Ooh,
hey,
Frank
there you
Sinatra. That's
go.
a dub. That's a dub.
That is a W.
1915. Let's see, who else is cool? Grover Washington Jr. You know him, Seth? He's a musician.
Maybe. Say more about him.
That's all it says. This is just birthdays.
So
Oh.
what I'm getting from this is the only thing important on this day is Frank Sinatra's birthday. So
Pretty much.
Yeah.
You guys want to
happy
hear?
birthday, happy birthday, Frank.
Happy birthday, Frank.
Kenya won their independence, and China lost theirs. So
That sounds about right.
And Vladimir
Different time.
Putin got his thing.
You know,
yeah,
the world,
Vladimir Putin got what he has always wanted.
Go Vlad.
the Vlad, the world needs
Vlad
balance.
dead.
The world needs balance of freedom. Someday, like, I don't know, Venezuela is going to get their freedom, and U.S. will just lose theirs. The world needs their balance. That's how it's going to work, right? I don't know why.
Venezuela,
Say less.
they're good baseball players down there.
Yeah, they are, and football players, but the other kind.
Cool.
Not to. I'm going to have to censor her name.
Initials.
No, I won't even do initials because people can probably find that super easily. I'm also not going to give a hint. I almost gave a hint. Anyway, I'll say her name here. I'll first question you with this. Have you guys ever been around someone who's done coke? Like, have you ever been
No.
around a place and people just started doing coke? So,
I think I know who you're going to talk about.
you probably do. In college, and yes, exactly that. Do you know who he's talking about, Beau?
Wait, what?
Say the initials again. So I'll have to.
Your age?
Oh yeah. No, Seth. I guarantee you've already told me this story before.
Okay. Well,
For the viewers.
for the viewers, one, and I'm not like a party guy at all, but like me and I'll just say her name. Me and we're trying to, and I'll bleep it, whatever. We're trying to catch up with each other. Like when I was in Topeka, because she lived in Topeka, we had both recently graduated, and so like she invited me over to her place. I knew some friends were going to show up later, so we were just chilling. And she pulled out some weed, and at that time I wasn't smoking, but I also can't like I'm one of those weird
You
guys.
die.
What's up?
Don't you die when you smoke?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about my lung nodules?
Daisy.
Probably. Anyway, I felt really bad about it, and I knew I had to drive home anyway, but I smoked some with her. And then out of nowhere, some dude just busted into her apartment, no knock or anything, and then whipped out a bag of coke and chopped up a line and just did it on her counter. And then introduced himself and was like, "Hey, what's up? I'm friend blank." What the fuck just happened? You want to do some coke with me? And man, how close I was just to avoid like social awkwardness to almost doing coke that night was impeccable. But I made up some excuse, something about like I had to drive home or something. Man,
You almost did coke to avoid social awkwardness.
yes, pretty much. Like I've gotten so much better at that now. I'm pretty good at telling people no to like when I don't want to do something, even weed.
That's the thing with college. It's like it's really made me kind of man up as far as saying like, no, I don't want to, and you're not going to make me do it.
Right.
You know,
And
and
well,
they're mature enough to not keep pestering you about it too.
yeah, I mean, yeah, once you tell them no once and give like even a good reason or even no reason, most of them are like, okay, that's cool. Like people
Yeah.
don't give a shit in college. But yeah, I had to drive home while stoned that night, and that was not fun. I would not recommend that. I should have got an Uber and just came back from my car, but Cokehead and were both like, "What? You can't drive when you're stoned?" We drive all the time when we're stoned. And I was like, "Man, this is my first time having weed in like 4 years, motherfuckers." But I was like, "Okay, let me try it," and
Sounds like
it
a
was
horrible time.
miserable. It was not good. It was not.
Sounds like
fun.
a horrible time, guy.
Yeah, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't smoke and drive. Don't drink and drive. You know, be sober.
We do not promote that sort of stuff that kills other people, innocent people.
Yeah.
Hey, okay.
I mean, it's one thing if you do it to yourself.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't support that. It's not that we don't care about you. Just don't be killing.
We kind of also don't really care about you, unless you're close to us.
We need the views.
Yeah, I guess. Don't die. We need the views. I felt like I wanted to get into something else, but I forgot. But yeah, it's just weird how in like such a calm situation, and then there's some dude just doing coke on the counter. Like that was weird. I didn't like
You're just
that.
chilling with your friends, and then all of a sudden, some random guy is doing coke on the counter. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I've been in a room with people doing acid, and I'm just.
Do we have an acid story? Hey, oh, that's what I wanted to get into. Beau has news. Uh-oh. Beau, do you want to say something to Joel?
They say, yo, Beau, you got yo, Seth.
Do you say my name?
Yeah.
Oh, what's
All
up?
right, no, but I got a girlfriend, Joel.
Look at him go. We're
Yeah.
all fucking tied down and our lives have ended now. You know, we have to dedicate ourselves to people.
Our lives have ended.
Yeah, no, we're done for.
Yeah.
No, I don't think my life's ended.
Sure.
Recover, Beau.
Sure, Beau. Do we want and this is up to her, do we want a special guest on real quick to tell an acid story? Yes or no? It's okay.
Story?
Is that what I was hearing?
I've never done acid.
Right, but I swear I heard you say something about like you were in a room and some dudes just started
People
doing
were just
acid.
doing acid. Like I
How
was
do
just
you
in the
do
corner smoking weed, and then all these people just whipped out acid, and I was like, "Whoa!"
Acid is just like a tab
It was just,
with chemicals on it.
and then they started acting weird, and I left. So
Yeah, I could never do anything like that. I could do shrooms maybe in the right environment, but acid seems insane.
yeah, I don't think I could do acid. It's
Yeah.
like not a fun thing.
I do not want to be in another world.
I prefer.
I don't want my world altered around me.
Yeah, exactly.
I
I
respect
can't like understand what I'm doing.
Yeah, I prefer to be sober, but because I live in fucking Hollywood full of actors and musicians,
Sometimes it's not best to be sober.
right? who's
Not that
who's-
easy.
Whose way of self-medicating is always drugs and alcohol, and I have to like network with them to like further my career. Every now and then I find myself having to like get on their level and have a drink with them or smoke some weed or whatever. So, and I'll do it. I just prefer not to do it. I don't know.
The closest I've ever been to taking acid actually wasn't at a party or anything. It was in a chemistry lab, but not really, kind of. I mean, we were titrating hydrochloric acid with sodium hydroxide. And according to my calculations, once it's titrated, assuming that the pH is neutral, it should have just been salt water. So, but I didn't have the balls to drink it afterwards because I would have gotten an F on my lab. But it should have just been salt water. but I got really close to drinking hydrochloric acid and sodium hydroxide,
That was
which, like I said, should have been salt water.
that was the nerdiest way of like transitioning and like segueing from I almost did acid once, and I was like just salt water.
And then you said,
Hydrochloric acid.
that's, yeah, you're kind of nerdy, bro.
But I got in trouble because I asked a girl in class if she drank the water after or drank the mixture, the solution after the exam, and then she didn't believe. She was like the smartest one in the class and like very, very smart. She's like, you couldn't drink it. I'm like, yeah, it just, I mean, it works out to where it's sodium or okay. Anyway, I'm not going to explain it, but I just said basically it'll just be salt water, and then she kept arguing with me, and then the teacher got mad because I was disrupting class.
You should have just drank it, bro. Just right in front of her.
I should have, and it had this
Look her in the eyes while you're doing it.
naphthalene. It was a indicator, no, a phenolphthalein. I don't remember, but it turned the water pink once it reached the pH of 7. So it'd have been like pink salt water. I wanted to drink pink salt water.
That sounds kind of cool. I don't know why I think that sounds cool. It's literally salt water.
But when you're titrating it, it's like all crystal clear, you know, with the hydrochloric acid, and you got the sodium hydroxide coming in, sodium hydroxide solution. As soon as it hits 7, it's like you'll be pouring it in, and it's also stirring. And you pour it in, and then all of a sudden it hits 7, and boom, it turns pink. It's pretty cool.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
Since I'm in the fucking process of name dropping and having to censor it anyway, I will mention. I don't know what I want. I guess we should get into your guys' craziest stuff after this. I don't think it's probably anything as bad as mine was.
No.
But when I was in middle school, smoking weed a lot with Jared, the worst thing I've consumed, to my knowledge, was we found out that his dealer gave us weed that was laced with meth. So he went, after he found that out, he went and beat the shit out of his dealer and never bought from him again. But I have done meth. There's been meth in my body.
gosh.
Yeah, it's not good. And I think that's why I don't like doing like under the table drugs. Like I smoke weed out here because I smoke weed out here because it's legal. If I don't like, I had someone offer me LSD the other day because he found his dealer. I was like, nah, man, I think I'm good. And I really think that's because it stems back to I don't want shit laced with stuff. I can't trust people.
That was like K2. I was watching a show about K2. And
K2 will fuck you up.
I know. And it showed this guy making it, and he had all this weed all laid out on the table or whatever, and he had a spray bottle with some chemical, you know, whatever makes it K2. And it wasn't weed, it was some leaf, but I don't think it was weed. But he sprays certain amounts of spray, and he's like, if I get even a little bit more than what should be on there, it'll kill you.
Oh, fuck.
And I'm like, okay, and you're leaving that into the hand. I mean, granted, okay, a college degree doesn't mean great. They're professionals at what they do, which I'm hoping, but they don't have a degree. I would not trust just some dude making K2 in his basement.
I wouldn't either. Yeah, I don't know. I can't trust people like that, again, because I got laced. But I think this is why. Right. I think this.
You're like robbing houses and as like a middle schooler, and you're getting shot, but you don't even notice because you smoked weed with meth in it.
I do have some crazy like running away from the cop stories with Jared. Not that we kind of instigated some shit, but I don't think technically we did anything illegal. We can get into that another time. But I think that's why I'm so like okay with ayahuasca, because there's a shaman there, and it's like this tried and tested like social environment where a bunch of people do it. Whereas like shrooms from the street, I don't think I can trust that. But if shrooms were legal, and if I could go to a dispensary down the street, like I go sometimes with friends so they can get their weed, I would maybe go buy shrooms and
Oh, Seth, let's go do ayahuasca.
let's go do. We can literally do that. I told you about that. It's 30 miles from me.
Seth, I'm gonna come down. We're gonna do ayahuasca.
We
Me
can
and
do
you.
that.
You're gonna have the biggest fish.
And I'll be there watching
I'm
you.
gonna do it.
But
I already have shrooms, so I already have one.
we have a shroom taker in the building.
I think it's
Yeah. Maybe, I don't know. I mean, that's an interesting interview, but I don't know if that's something that like.
no. We're gonna do ayahuasca.
Cool. Let's do ayahuasca.
I'd rather drink tea than eat a mushroom.
Yeah, mushrooms can be a little, but the effects of ayahuasca make, from what I've heard from other people who have compared the two, make mushrooms sound like pussy shit.
Yeah. See, I'm gonna drink tea, feel
And
more
be-
comfortable drinking tea, but
and be
get more messed up.
More messed up and more like
Altogether.
spiritually awoken and like.
Yep. And then I'm gonna fucking wake up awesome.
Are we just turning into the Joe Rogan podcast? Like the
Yeah.
ayahuasca bit is my DMT bit.
Yeah.
We just ramble for 3.5 hours about nothing.
No, Seth. Yeah, I'm definitely coming down.
Cool. We'll get that figured out because my drummer and his girlfriend already want to do it with me and my girlfriend. And yeah, why not bring more? Let's have it like a group thing of going out and
Bet.
I'll be
having.
the guy that drives you guys home.
It apparently lasts up to 24 hours, but like after about 6, you're good enough to like function.
24 hours.
Some of the like residual effects can last that long, but like after 3 hours, the main shit wears off, and after 6 hours, you can kind of function as like a human being in society again.
Kind of. I
Yeah.
don't like see very
I'll
much.
take my odds.
I don't see very much security in the kind of that you just said.
Okay, well we can.
I
don't
think
know.
you're driving.
I'll drive.
All right.
I'll also. I mean, we can Uber and leave my car.
Nah,
out, so
David's driving.
David's driving and oh, he doesn't have a car. He's not driving.
Fuck. All right, we'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out. We'll get it.
Uber.
figured out.
We're gonna Uber while on ayahuasca.
Yo, that would be a time, huh?
Dude.
Joel, you good? Does that sound overwhelming to you?
I want to be in that Uber with you.
That would be interesting to have
Joel,
like one sober
listen.
person like documenting it all during
Joel,
the
I
process.
think I should.
We don't hang out enough. Me and you
don't?
are gonna travel down to LA together.
Okay.
That's how we're gonna do it.
So I
be
should
bonding
probably do this once before you two do it.
Nah.
Well, I got to find the place first and make sure it's like easy to get to and like easy to like.
Yeah, but you can make sure it's easy to get to, but you're not doing it.
I'm not doing it. I got to be a first timer with you guys. Fuck.
Yes, it's gotta be a first time
With
thing.
Beau. With Beau.
With Beau, yes. Joel's just gonna watch us and document.
Joel's gonna watch us get fucked.
Yeah. I will say some extra prayers for you guys.
I appreciate it. Yeah,
Okay,
I guess it would be harder for you because it is an entire different religion. It is the religion of Santo Tomé from Brazil, which is
Yeah.
apparently a very wholesome religion, and they preach a bunch of wholesome shit. But I don't want to get into all that. I just want to do ayahuasca, man.
Say less.
Cool.
Gentlemen, I'm gonna have to go.
Yeah, I think we can. Beau and I. Yeah, actually, Beau, stick around
You
for a
guys
little
can
bit.
keep going if you want.
Yeah, we'll see what
Yeah.
Beau and I have interesting one-on-ones. We'll see if we can pull anything. But yeah, you have a great rest of your night, you beautiful.
I'm gonna have a gnarly fart.
You too.
Oh, give him a gnarly fart before Joel goes.
Yeah, but I gotta like hold it in because I'm with a girl.
Oh god damn it! All right,
I
well,
respect it. I respect it.
I'll see you. I'll see you next week, Joel. I'll text you later or something.
Adios.
Love you, buddy boy.
Have a good night. Love you too. Bye.
See ya.
Miss you.
You and me. Don't tell. Don't tell Joel. These are kind of my favorite podcasts when it's just you and me.
What's up, cutie? How you feeling?
I'm doing pretty good. Oh, we never got into this. Beau,
Up.
this is from a podcast from like 8 to 10 episodes ago.
Yeah.
Can you ask me some stuff about Hill House and Full Metal Alchemist and test me and see if I have a good grasp of what's going on based on the first episode.
Based on the first episode.
Based on the first episode. Like, can you give me a quiz and see how I'm
Bro,
doing?
you watched Full Metal Alchemist like the first episode like 3 months ago.
It wasn't 3 months ago. My voice just cracked. Did you hear that?
It was close.
I know there's a robot guy.
A robot guy. That is the main character.
Is it?
Edward. His name is Edward Elric, and he's got a metal arm. And his brother is the guy in the full bodysuit.
That's who I'm talking about. But his brother is younger and has a high-pitched voice.
Yes. Edward and Alphonse.
Sure.
The big metal guy is the little brother named Alphonse, who has been killed in a transmutation.
And they fought some dude who made the ocean come to the center of the city?
Yeah.
Is that right? And
yes.
now Angry Ocean guy is trying to fuck them up even harder.
Yes.
Is that a good plot synopsis of the first episode?
Yes, pretty much. But I don't want to tell you. I could tell you that he's not really a bad guy.
Oh shit. Okay, interesting.
But that's all I'm gonna tell you because like I want you to watch it all.
There was
You know
also
what I'm
like a general, like a colonel something that has a weird voice and a mustache, and he's always shirtless.
Yeah, he's cool.
He's cool.
That's Louis Armstrong.
Louis Armstrong, sure.
Yeah, he's a big burly guy, but he has a girl name.
That's also like a fucking.
Now Hill House. I didn't even watch like half of it. I watched have you watched Hill House? Yeah. Is it the new one? No, it's the Haunting of Bly Manor, isn't it?
Yeah, that's a new one. I haven't watched Bly Manor. I just watched the first episode of Hill House.
Hill House is better than Bly Manor.
Really?
Wholeheartedly.
Whoa.
It's way better.
American Horror Story slaps.
American Horror Story is butt cheeks.
No, it's not. It's good.
My girlfriend's getting into AHS right now, and
I am not a fan.
Why?
It's just boring. It's oversaturated. I am not boring.
are there better seasons than others? Are there some seasons that we should be watching?
I feel like there are better seasons. Yes. There are better seasons than others. Yeah.
Can
favorite, like
Coven?
Yeah, Coven.
I like Coven.
Coven, that's a season.
And Freak Show is your least.
Like Freak Show.
Yeah. Not like it's a. I don't know. I guess I like some. I liked some of them. I liked Coven, yeah, but I like that kind of stuff like superpowers and shit too. Yeah, see.
I'll have to check that out. I remember most of Hill House didn't fuck with me, but this is just the first episode. Do you remember the first episode where like the black lady was describing how her husband died, and man, there was like the ghost investigator was like, he found a drip of water, like a water leak in the roof. Mm-hmm. And there was this like 20-30 second part where in the viewer's mind, you thought you were going to see the guy in the car, like upside down, screaming, like suffering this huge car wreck. And it never happened, but that was the scariest fucking part for me in that episode.
Nah, when I tell you right now that Hill House have you watched all of Bly Manor?
I haven't watched. The only thing I've watched from those two series is the first episode of Hill House.
Okay, so in my opinion, Hill House trumps Bly Manor by like a landslide, but you have to watch all of Hill House. Both of those like shows, they don't tie together like at all.
Oh, really?
They're not tied together. I mean, like they have the same actors and stuff like that, but it's two completely different stories.
Oh, interesting.
One, like both of them are based off of like books and different things in the past.
Oh, I should read
So
some of
Bly
these.
Manor is based off of, it's like a Lady of the Lake. Have you heard of like that old fairy tale or like old
Oh,
folklore? Like
maybe.
Lady of the Lake.
Sure.
It's that, and then Haunting of Hill House is like a Stephen King book, I think.
Oh, interesting.
So, yeah, but Hill House really fucked with me in the end
Ooh,
because it's
okay.
like one of those. It's gonna twist. It's gonna mess with your mind until the end. Like
That's a good series.
The very final episode is very good.
If that's a series that can do that, that's a good series. Because I'm so sick of like jump scare horror. I feel like it's just brings nothingness to this.
It's not jump scare at all. It's not jump. It's
No,
more
no.
suspense, I guess.
Something that can psychologically fuck with you, like all throughout the episode, and also maybe fuck with you after the episode too. I love that kind of shit. That's real
Yeah, bro,
horror. That's really
it's good.
terrifying.
Hill House is definitely like stuck. It's stuck with me for a long time. I like it. So whenever you get time, finish that shit. It's only like 13 episodes.
Oh fuck! I was gonna pull up a video of I don't know if I can find it now. I think they made an American Horror Story episode about this, about some girl who there's like found footage of this. Some girl here in LA who there's like elevator camera footage of her getting to the bottom floor, looking out the elevator, looking back and forth, coming in and hiding back in the elevator for like 10 seconds and then running out. Like a week later, that was her last like known appearance to the world. A week later, she was found in like the water basin or something to a hotel or apartment complex on like the top floor, like locked in and obviously dead. And people didn't look for her or notice it until the apartment's like water started tasting odd because it was a dead woman. But there's a video of that I've seen of her last like known appearance. It is horrifying. It chills me to the
Yo, the supernatural fucks me, man. Do you believe in the supernatural? I believe in that shit heavy. I believe in that shit heavy, bro.
You
that
and
shit scares me.
You and
yeah, that shit scares me. I get scared.
Stuff keeps moving like in my room, so I'm scared.
Say that again. What did
Like,
I just hear?
Stuff keeps on
Disappearing and
like moving and shit. I don't know, man. I'm telling you, bro. If you get killed by a ghost, I'm laughing in your face.
My girlfriend.
On moms, I'm laughing in your face.
My girlfriend thinks I'm haunted.
Yeah, bro. So your girlfriend believe in ghosts, but you don't? Fucking pussy.
No, I don't give a shit. And
nah, I'm telling you, if you get killed by a ghost, I'm going to your coffin and I'm laughing in your face.
Please do. I would be amused. She thinks, okay, so she has like this gay witch cousin that she talked to about it, and they think they figured it out. They think that what happened was something along the lines of like, I'm a pretty nice dude, right? And I've done nice stuff like for the homeless out here in LA. That sounds like a brag, but I've just like I've bought them food when I can, or I've given them money, or etc. when I can. She thinks some dead dude was trying to get my attention, and in a conversation we landed on, what if it's just some homeless ghost who sees that I'm nice to other homeless people, but now that he's dead, he still can't get help from me because I don't believe in ghosts. But she thinks that there's a homeless dead guy that's following me around that's been like fucking with me. But since I don't believe in ghosts, it's not like it hasn't been able to contact me or like fuck with me. So she believes that somehow the ghost got to her over FaceTime, and it's been fucking with her ever since we got together instead. Or like it followed me to her house and like started chilling with her because she believes in ghosts. And now it follows her around and just tries to get her attention. She was alone in her house at one point a few weeks ago and just heard someone burp. And then she went around the house and tried to see if it was, you know what it could be? Honestly, it could have been one of her pit bulls. It could have been one of her pit bulls who burped. But, and then also, what's up?
No way, like no cat. That sounds fucking. I don't think that's real.
No, I don't think it's real either. But she
Nah,
thinks.
but like, nah, keep on going.
I have not much more to add to this, but she's sold on it.
Nah, bro. Like, listen, I'm about to get an apartment by myself. Yo, I'm not gonna be able to shower at night because I'm scared.
You pussy.
Yo, that's why I'm gonna shower during the daytime. You know.
Yo, I have not to talk about my girlfriend too much on the podcast, but she bought me a nice candle. I've showered at night with the lights off in the shower and just with a candle on, just like vibing. That is, it's such a good, relaxing, weird. It's weird, but a weird vibe. And I don't think.
Listen, I'm not doing that. Listen,
Yeah,
I'm not doing that. No, bro, I would have a nervous breakdown.
How would you
Bro,
feel?
I close my eyes to wash my hair, and I get fucking terrified.
How would you feel about me getting my phone in on this Zoom call, going over to my stand-in mirror and saying Bloody Mary 3 times?
I don't even care about that, bro. I used to
Don't give a shit
fucking
about that.
yo, no cap. When I was in like middle school or something, you know Newt
I miss that motherfucker. Go
Newt
ahead.
and Ethan, bro. We went to the old gym, like the old gym bathrooms. You know the red door ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'd go in there and fucking like we'd go in there, turn the lights off, say Bloody Mary 3 times in the mirror, and then bro, we saw like glowing fucking shit in the background on the mirror, bro. That shit was scary as fuck. I know it wasn't a Bloody Mary or nothing like that because she ain't got no eyes.
She ain't got no eyes. No, it was probably just like Ethan fucking with you or something, like having his phone flashlight.
I don't
on
know.
or something.
I don't know, but like I've already done it before. It's not. I don't think I'm not dead yet.
No, you're not dead yet. I don't believe in any of that shit.
I'm not dead yet.
I do try to fuck with people who do believe in that, but I don't believe in that.
No, I'm cooling on the Bloody Mary thing.
But you believe in ghosts.
Yeah, I believe in ghosts. I don't know. It might be just me being a pussy and I'm just scared of shit. But yeah, I think I use ghost maybe I use it as a crutch.
So, oh yeah, that could be it. So you're scared of the dark is what you're saying.
Yes, terrified.
The only thing that I hate about the dark, there's one thing in specific that I hate about the dark. And I don't know why this happens to me. I don't think it happens to other people because I bitch about it a lot and no one else ever has it. But like after a basketball game, they'll end late as fuck at night and I'll come out of like the bright ass like lit courts out into the dark. Those are the worst experiences I ever like get. Worst headache experiences. Did I say headache?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Worst headache experiences I ever get is going from like inside where it's bright as fuck to pitch black. That gives me the worst goddamn headaches. Do you ever get those, Beau?
No, I don't get headaches from that shit. No, I just get terrified.
Yours is almost worse.
No,
Living in fear.
I am a straight pussy when it comes to the dark. Like I can do it. I can be in the dark and I can walk around at night and shit like that. Like, cool. I'm not gonna have a nervous anxiety breakdown or nothing like that. But it gonna mean I'm not scared.
What? When you worked at Sonic, what time would you get off?
7.
Oh, nothing. I used to close, and closing would like, I regularly got off of work at like 2:00 in the morning and had to drive home and just in like silence because my radio was fucked up. I would wonder how you would do with that. How does driving in the middle? How does driving
in the middle of the night
with like no cars around? How does that feel to you?
I mean, like I did that when I was driving like cross country and shit like that. So
Oh, that's fair.
Doesn't really bother me. And I've also worked nights. I closed at Walmart and stuff like that. So it doesn't really bother me that much.
What I'm doing here is I'm really just trying to find a list of things that would fuck with you and horrify you, and really lean into them.
But like, I can't lie to you. Sometimes when I do that, like late at night, there's no cars around and it's very ominous at night.
Mm-hmm.
I have to check my back seat, bro. I check my back seat because I check my back seat like 5 times before I even leave, bro. Because I feel something on my back, bro. I'm feeling tingly, and I'm like, there's someone touching me right now. There's someone touching me.
I never think about it in the car, and I know I just said I don't believe in any of this shit, but sometimes when I would get off at like 2:00 in the morning and drive home when there's no one around, I would just think of like, what if some like figure just appeared in the road?
Here's what I'm saying, like the movies and shit like that, where like there's nothing there, and then like 2 seconds later, type of shit.
No, not even like, but like what's more horrifying is like this like white robed girl with like the black hair in her face, just like hovering in the road in front of me, like far enough that I know I would have to slow down to not hit it.
Yeah, like a lady in white.
Yeah, lady in white. And like,
that's another folklore that I think the reason why I believe in all this supernatural shit is because I grew up like reading folklore and shit like that with my dad.
That's interesting.
Yeah, folklore, Greek, all that Greek shit. Yeah.
Do you believe in like the chupacabra? No. Is it like the goat?
Just like I don't believe in a fucking Yeti.
Oh, so this is a slightly different conversation. So you're not a Sasquatch believer.
Yeah, I'm not like, oh my gosh, that's a Yeti, or like a fucking vampire and shit like that. Like, no, like I'm talking like spirits and shit. Like I feel like after death type of thing.
I feel like they're not too dissimilar.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like not ghouls and shit, like ghouls and shit like that. Talking like spirits, ghouls and all that shit. Yeah, angry spirits and shit that aren't passed on to the next like world or some stupid shit.
Ooh, I was about to ask you about aliens, but that led my
mind into a lady in white is an angered spirit.
Right. Do you remember that monolith that popped up in Utah a few weeks ago?
Monolith? No.
You don't remember that? Okay. I gotta pull that up for you.
More importantly, what the fuck's a monolith?
Just like a I don't think spire is the right thing. You'll see.
No.
So
it's a spider?
No, not spider. Like a spire. But I don't think spire is the right word. Here. It's pictured here. Let me pull it up on screen share.
Monolith.
This appeared randomly in some like reserve in Utah. And then a few days later, what's this article? This article says the metallic monolith in Utah vanishes just as mysteriously as it appears. This fucking monolith just popped up on some reserve in the middle of like Utah and then disappeared one day. And then I was talking to David. He told me it's popped up and disappeared from 2 more places. It showed up in
California?
No. First, it showed up in Romania. It popped up in Romania and then disappeared again. What's it say? Pietre, I can't pronounce that. Neamt in northern Romania. And then it disappeared again. And then it popped up in my state. And where I was at. Let's see. It's somewhere in Southern California. Somewhere around me. These motherfuckers just keep popping up. And I was like, well, that's got to be the military, right? And David brought up an interesting point that, well, first of all, it wouldn't be in Romania if it was the U.S. military fucking with us. Also, the one in Utah was on a reserve. The military has to get that reserve's rights to like to do testing in those like areas. So this random monolith is just popping up around the world right now, and it's done it 3 times, and no one gives a shit. Like that's how 2020 has just been rolling. No one gives a shit.
I'm absolutely still confused on what the fuck's a monolith. What the fuck is that thing?
Are you not looking at it? It does
looks
nothing.
like a mirror.
It's just reflective. It's just like a metal. I mean, that shape is what you would call a monolith. Let me look up a monolith. Geological feature consisting of a single massive stone or rock. I mean, let's just look at pictures of monoliths. Any of these fucking things are monoliths. Right? But like, I have no speculation on this. A lot of people think it's some alien shit. And I guess that leads into, so you believe in ghosts. Do you believe in aliens?
Not like those ugly ass, like with the fucking pointed chin and rounded ass head, like the, you know, movie type of aliens. But I don't believe that
life exists outside.
Yeah, I don't believe like
Earth.
we're the only motherfuckers. I don't believe that.
How about, so you know how, like, I don't know if you subscribe to this, but Big Bang, the universe is always expanding. So thus there's an infinite amount of like possibilities. Do you believe then in like, since there are technically the infinite amount of possibilities, the parallel universe theory, where like me and you can be having this conversation right now, but instead of me doing these little weird hand gestures, instead I have to take off my headphones real quick because something's like burning in the trash can or something like that.
Right.
Like slight differences or total huge differences, but like same characters. It's still me and you, Beau.
Yeah, just like parallel universes where different things are happening, but the same people.
Do you believe in that?
I mean, like, I think it'd be cool. I don't know if I believe in it, but like, I think it'd definitely be a cool thing if it was a real thing.
Good morning.
You know what I'm saying? But I don't believe in it. I don't think it's real, I guess.
Where do you think
believe?
I kind of like under the
under the Big Bang Theory, it makes sense.
Yeah, exactly. And I guess that's all. I guess that's all it is just a theory, though.
And I do believe that, like, I don't think that we are the only people, like, in the whole fucking like galaxy and shit.
Okay, so you'll meet me there, but you won't meet me at parallel universes. You think that somewhere within our universe, there is other forms of civilization.
Yeah, somewhere at least.
Well, if we wanted to, there's the thought with like parallel universes. There's also the thought that like different civilizations have made it further. And I guess this doesn't have to be parallel universe, but different civilizations have made it further and more advanced than we have right now, to a point where, oh, this is big brain talk right now, where man and machine will merge at some point, right? We're already kind of doing it. And the next steps, we're going to start seeing that with
robots, robot maids.
Well, ooh, that's really the end of civilization. Once dudes can fuck a robot all the time, robot maids all the time, who needs women? No more procreation. We all turn into robots, right? We get little brain chips. Who needs a woman?
We're getting little brain chips?
Yeah, we're getting the Elon Musk Neuralink to let us live forever.
You guys, can we have a kid? Yeah, let me go build him real quick.
Anyway, what the fuck was I just getting into? Nothing, Beau? You can't help me along here?
I don't think so. I think we're getting into anything.
I 100% was getting into something. Oh, man and machine will merge.
Oh yes, man and machine will merge.
That's like the next, like, most logical sense of like how to become more efficient as a human race. Like computers will start taking over. And under the thought that other civilizations have like gotten so far advanced in technologies already like that's a possibility that we're just dumb humans and we haven't figured it out. They may have figured it out to a point where they can just create human simulations. Do you believe in the simulation theory? Do you believe that everything that we are experiencing right now in life is just a simulation based off of some other civilization that has technologically advanced from a point where to the like where we are just the Sims? We are the
To an
Sims,
extent.
and they just decided to like throw 2020 at us because they got bored.
I feel like to an extent, I believe in it. Like I believe in like destiny or like fate type of thing.
Mhm.
But I also like believe that like every decision you make goes either. I believe there's different destinies for every decision that you make.
That's fair.
You know what I'm saying?
But I get lost on this so often. And I feel like I've asked you this before. Are you religious? And what are your religious? You're not religious.
No.
So you wouldn't call yourself Christian.
No, I've been to church and I've been
Okay.
to like all that stuff, but I'm not like religious or nothing.
I don't know why. Like I thought you weren't, but somewhere in the back of my head, I always thought like, well, didn't he say he was like a believer in God at some point and like a follower?
Yeah, no, I'm not religious or nothing.
Interesting. Okay, so yeah, so that in that case,
I've experimented with religion.
yeah, you've gone through. Man, I
Yeah, I've
wish they would have
experimented.
taught us like world religion classes in
Yeah,
high school.
it would have been a lot easier to find religion if they offered religion classes.
I agree, 100%. Well, we've been rolling for a bit here for a fatty. I think I'm good to wrap up. Right? What the fuck was that goose noise I just heard? I think we're good. What was that?
All right.
Was that a cat?
That was her sister's.
Oh, cool. Anyway, this episode we got deep in some weird shit. I hope you guys also enjoyed the car crash stories earlier, etc. Whatnot.
The car crash stories. Yes, sir.
Solid. Yes, sir. Solid. Fucking like, comment, subscribe, rate in your podcast stuff. Share it with your friends.
Yo, comment what day I should go do ayahuasca. I'm trying to
Yeah,
get this ayahuasca.
leave in the description. If you're listening to this on Spotify, I think I'll put like the YouTube link in the description of the
Or
video.
tell me about ayahuasca. Tell me what that shit's about if you've ever done it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Or follow us on social media. I have the social media links now in all the descriptions. DM us. Let Beau know when he should come do ayahuasca and educate him more on it. That's the next logical steps for our podcast. Anyway, I think why are you showing me a cat's butthole? I don't want to look at that. I don't want to look at that.
Don't expose my cat like that.
He just did it on camera, and guess who won't be editing it out? Oh no.
Cat butthole.
Gross.
It's all
Anyway,
good.
cool. I think that's a wrap for today. I appreciate
I bet.
for stopping by. I would appreciate you for waking your ass up for this. All kisses. I love you, Beau. I love you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love
We
you.
were kind of knocked out, so
You were super knocked out.
Yeah.
now I'll go get food.
Oh fuck yeah, you are. Cool. I'll
Thanks, my
text
guy.
you later. I will.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yes, sir. Yo, watch Hill House tonight.
Fuck if I can. I
Tonight.
gotta do some mastering.
Tonight. Oh, and before we go, everyone wish Seth a very big congratulations on becoming the audio engineering best student. You know what I'm saying?
We didn't have to
Big
talk
congratulations.
about that. Outstanding
congratulations.
student of something audio engineering 2020, some bullshit.
I feel like it's a very important thing, you know?
I appreciate it though. Yeah, all the faculty voted on me as being like the most like standout student of
All right, a
like,
big congratulations. You work hard, bro. You work hard.
I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank
Alrighty.
you. All right. I will talk to you next week.
All right, bet.
See you, buddy. Love you.
See you.
It's like, I was about to